Hello and welcome to another episode of Cake Fight Presents The Making of Kaleidoscope. I'm Paige Feldman, writer, director, and producer, and this week, as every week, I'm taking you inside my process of making my debut feature film. We're going from idea to premiere in real time, and today we're going really in real time because I'm sitting here at my desk and I'm going to be using this camera and screen capture on my computer to film me outlining Kaleidoscope live. You're gonna watch me start from nothing, and hopefully, because I haven't done it yet, by the end of this video, I'll have some basic ideas of what all of my acts are going to contain, the theme of the story, and also some character wants and needs. So how about we roll the credits, and when we get back, I'll show you my setup and we can get started. Welcome back from the titles. I'm still so excited about the new beautiful logo. If you want to hear more about the logo and didn't see last week's video, I'm just going to pop it up in the corner here in case you want to hear all about the creation of that logo, working with Maria Oglesby, who's a fantastic artist. But I talked all about that last week. This week, it's outlining. So I'm going to just put on the old screen recorder here. And here we go. I am using Scrivener for my outlines. I usually outline in Microsoft Word, or I'll take good old-fashioned index cards and write things down on them. However, for the purposes of Kaleidoscope, number one, I have a ton of material that is already written down in computer documents, like that whole Lee and Jonah having a conversation, that's what it's called, the 36 questions that lead to love. So I have all of that, which I imported into Scrivener. It was a Word document, I put it into Scrivener. And I have a preliminary outline that I tried to write. It did not go well because I just didn't know enough about the characters. And then I have this brain dump that I wrote down everything I could possibly think of about Kaleidoscope into one document. And then I actually went up here and I broke all of these sections out so I could reference them easily. So I'm trying out Scrivener. I actually have a trial now. I'm probably going to buy it because I'm enjoying it so far, but I set up so I have all of this information here. I have character wants and needs, theme statement, and outline, which is blank like I told you. But before we get to that, let's go up to this to-do list. So I wrote out a to-do list. I love to-do lists, like I've said in previous videos a bunch. It's nice to be able to check things off. So I made a little to-do list that sits at the top of my sidebar. I don't know the terms. All right, I know that I want to have draft 1 of the script done December 31st. And it was going to take me about 2 weeks to write draft 1. So I gave myself a grace period of 1 day. And so I need to have my outline completed. Let's just put that in there. Finalized. I have my outline finalized by December 16th in order for that to happen. And I feel like giving room for revisions and critiques is really important. So I gave myself 2 weeks because my writing group meets every 2 weeks, or both of my writing groups meet every 2 weeks. If that needs to be done, it needs to be finalized by December 16th, then 2 weeks from that before that is December 2nd. And 2 weeks before that is November 18th. And so if I want to have my outline revised and critiqued, the first one, the revision done after the critique, I need to have a detailed outline done in order to send it to people by November 4th. And that means that today, the day you're watching this, October 27th, I should have a preliminary outline down. And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be doing all acts, all the basic act outline, plus filling out this theme statement and filling out my character wants and needs thing. Section. I'm really articulate, guys. This is going to be a great outlining session, I promise. So the first thing I'm going to explore here is the theme. That's at the top of the list under the to-do list because it's really important. Everything kind of goes back to the theme. I know there's a lot of ways to outline, ways to structure. A lot of them are built around the theme. I don't necessarily like that linear approach of first you get the theme, then you get the characters, and then you find the plot. Everything kind of comes to me in a big lump. But theme's important, and I also want to make sure that I have a theme articulated here because in this crazy preliminary outline that just is not... there are 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 outlines that I've tried here. It's really bad. It's really bad. I want to make sure that everything goes back to a central concept when I actually start putting events in place. I guess right now, time for me to do what I promised and get to outlining. I'm gonna put my headphones on, listen to some rain sounds on videos from YouTube, and let's rock on.
Makes me warm at heart when we drive down the streets in the dark. Happy days flown by through the window, focus on the sky. Can't believe my eyes as you steer with one hand on my thigh. Happy butterflies start to dance, focus on the night. Where are we going? We don't care. Where will we stop? We'll never stop. Have yourself a merry little evening. Hard flirtation, good vibration. Let the world around us wait for us while we go. Hard flirtation, good vibration. Let the world around us wait for us while we go. Feel my engine overheating. Feel my engine overheating. Feel my engine overheating. Heating. We do a slow dance in the backseat. Your lips are such a treat. And I notice as we start, you glow in the dark. Yeah, you glow in the dark. Yeah, you glow in the dark. Where are we going? We don't care.
All right, we're gonna stop there with these themes. So I didn't cheat, but I definitely have known that these are the themes and the type of questions and beliefs that I want to explore in this movie about a time loop, which is basically that you can't change the past. I have 3 sort of variations of this. You can't change the past because the past has already changed you. Learning from your past is a way to time travel, and I noted that it feels trite but right. And similarly, you can't escape the past, you can only accept it. And you can fight to change in the future. So it's about change and growing as a person through learning from the past. Now, gonna move on to character wants and needs. So I've created a bit more of a structure for myself here. Alright, so what does each character's want versus need? And that is kind of a basic dichotomy that we explore as writers a lot, where a character might want something, but they actually need something that's different from what they want in order to become a better person, be the change that they want to see in the world. have a better life. What they need is different from what they want. So those are important things to set up. And how does each character give the other what they need? This is a question that I'm asking because this is a romantic comedy. And so these two people need to be able to push the other to make themselves better by giving them what they need. Conversely, they also need to be able to make sure that the other one doesn't get what they want. Jonah and Lee will be better for each other by making sure they don't get what they want. They'll be each other's antagonists. It'll be a fun dynamic. And what are the characters' key opposing viewpoints? So this is more of a philosophical question, whereas I see this as, hey guys, it is Paige, straight from the editing suite here. Let's see. I do a terrible job of explaining this key opposing viewpoints thing, so I'm going to sum it up real quick. The key opposing viewpoints are a philosophical difference of opinion between the two main characters that leads to conflict. That's it. I'm much more articulate today than I was yesterday, but at least I got all of that outlined down on paper. I'm a writer, not a talker. Thanks for listening. And now you can watch me outline some more. And so relate this to theme. So a lot of this will be about the theme that I just created in this theme statement, or the three sort of interrelated things. So I'm going to fill out this character wants and needs form now. Put on my headphones again, put on more rain sounds. I had some Amazon sounds on, and it's a little disturbing, so I'm going to find like a library or something. Autumn Witch's Kitchen ambiance. That sounds great. We're going to go with that, and now, time to get outlining.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me
stuff for now. I'm not 100% satisfied with my answers here, and I think what that shows me is that while I have some voices down from doing the 36 questions to fall in love, what I don't have are necessarily the words to describe their key and core beliefs as relates to the theme. So these bolded terms are things that I can bring into the story in a real way, on a scene level, concrete things to show how each character gives the other what they need. How does each character prevent the other from getting what they want, what they think they want? I have this, a lot of this feels very generic and not easy to make actionable on the page. I should come back to this as I outline. Maybe I need to brainstorm ways both this section and the one above can happen. And that's what I mean, is finding these bolded actions that characters can take to get to here. The other thing I'm having trouble with is what are the characters' key opposing viewpoints? So I decided to go with regrets, would you want to change the past, / the importance of the past. It's really not importance of the past. Let's delete that. So it's regrets, would you want to change the past? And I like Lee's answer, everything can be improved or optimized, given another chance to make it happen. And there's a right way to do everything. And Jonah's, there's beauty in chaos, no reason to optimize or fight the past, and embrace the present. There's no right or wrong answers. So that's very opposing. Lee thinks there's black and white thinker. Jonah is gray areas. But I don't, there's some aspects of Jonah's personality. One of them is that he gets panic attacks a lot, that I'm trying to reconcile with the que sera, sera, meaning whatever will be, versus laissez-faire, just like, let things lie, whatever. Que sera, sera is more resigned, I guess, and that's where I'm going with this. I don't know if that feels right for Jonah, but I think I am going to go with it for now because it is opposed to Lee's, yes, let's do it again, we can make it better, versus Jonah's, yeah, we can make it different, will be better or worse, and really whatever happens, it'll happen, I'll deal with it. So there's a nice conflict there, especially as these two characters will be going into a time loop together. And the wants and needs, I didn't plan this, but it's both about telling the truth in some way. Lee needs to tell the truth to herself, and eventually to others, to quit her job as an attorney. Jonah's about telling his truth to others. I mean, he has to tell it to himself that his comedy isn't working and that he needs to be more open and honest about things going on in his life. But their need is both to tell the truth, and I'm done with this. It's feeling good. So we have all these character wants and needs done, and now it is time to get into the outline. So this is the part where I'm not quite sure how I'm going to proceed, because I outline in a different way every single story, and I'm trying this whole thing with Scrivener, trying it new here. So I might write some sort of log line out here just to keep myself on track, but what I might end up doing also is I might go into Act 1, and guys, I don't know. What am I gonna do? This is the curse of the blank page. I'll write my log line out, and then I'm going to go into Act 1, Act 2A, and Act 2B. I like splitting Act 2 up into 2 parts because it is doubly long as Act 1 and 3. I'll write sort of a theme statement for each act here, and when I'm done with that, I'll be done with all acts plus theme plus character wants and needs. And so I'm gonna put my headphones back on. Thanks for staying with my prevaricating, and see what I come up with. And let's see what I come up with. up. I said this is brand new, so all right. And back to writing. Storyline. I said I was going to write a log line and ended up writing like a very bland plot synopsis, but at least there is something here that I can go off of. I'm going to take what's in this storyline and break it up in between Act 1, Act 2A, 2B, and Act 3. And then we'll see what happens.
I'm feeling happy, and moments ago I was only empty. What did you slip me? My heart is racing and I'm getting dizzy. There must be some complicated after effect to this. Will I wake up in your bed and regret everything I did? Like a hangover, but leave me needing one more fix. She said, shut your mouth and kiss me. Hey, don't waste your breath, cause you know what I'm feeling. Midnight's closing in, and I won't wait for you. Don't think about it twice, we're way back second guessing. And I want you now, just shut your mouth and kiss me. It can get lonely, swiping left and right to meet somebody. And they won't get to know me, but that's okay. In retrospect, I do it over and over, cause that's just how we met. There must be some complicated after effect to this. Will I wake up in your bed and regret everything I did? Like a hangover, but leave me needing one more fix. She said, shut your mouth and kiss me. Hey, don't waste your breath, cause you know what I'm feeling. Midnight's closing in, and I won't wait for you. Don't think about it twice, we're way past second guessing. And I want you now. Yeah, shut your mouth and kiss me. In the parking lot, in the backseat, don't dare to stop now. Just close your eyes and kiss me, like you mean it. You're a bad dream, but I'm into it now. Yeah, shut your mouth and cause you know what I'm feeling. Midnight's closing in, and I won't wait for you. Don't think about it twice, we're way past second guessing. Yeah, I'll just close my eyes and kiss you, like I mean it. You're a bad dream, but I'm into it.
Okay, so sorry, my headphones are very loud. Okay, so I think I just completed part 1 of this to-do list. I did the theme statement, the character wants and needs, and I wrote a little blurb about each act. Guys, we did it! Not really, there's still a lot to go through. At least for today, I can check off this first to-do list thing off of my to-do list. I can check off this first task. And today is the 24th of October, so we're 3 days early. And I have completed a theme statement or ideas of themes. I've completed character wants and needs. Both need courage, self-confidence, and to tell the truth. They both want to change something about the past, and they will antagonize each other to the death. Well, not the death, to exacerbation and, kissing and all that good stuff. And they have certain opposing viewpoints that tie into the theme. And then I have created lovely cards for Act 1, Act 2A, 2B, and Act 3. This is the beginning of the outline. I know a lot of people might want to start writing at this point. For me, I like to have everything planned out, and that's how I end up drafting a whole feature in 2 weeks, is to just know exactly where I'm going with every roadmap. But these are good general ideas of what each 25, 30 pages of this script is going to look like. Next week, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, which is detailed outline down to individual scenes. I'm really excited. I came into this outline today feeling really trepidatious about would I be able to do it. Like I said, I have tried outlining this script like 7 times in 7 different ways. And I think after all the character work that I did, answering those 36 questions to fall in love, making that mood reel to kind of center me on what I want the script to feel like, what I want the film to feel like. This is going way more smoothly than I thought. I think I know a lot about this story. It's a relief. And I have, while these act descriptions aren't concrete, and if I were to sit down and write now, I'd end up with a finished, fully told story, but it'd be a bit of a mess because there's nothing I can really dig into in terms of scene content here. So next week I'm going to take these general ideas and basic, here's what's going to happen, and I'm going to take them from like sequence descriptions down to individual scenes, down to those beats. So guys, that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions about my outlining process, please hit me up in the comments. I would love to answer questions for you. I don't know what to explain, what not to explain. Like I said, when I started this series, this is how I'm doing it. It's not how to do it. Although you can follow my lead if you want to. Outlining can be overwhelming. I find it overwhelming, even though it's part of my process. And if you are enjoying my content, want to see more about making a film, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. We are at 72 subscribers, and I would love to get up to 100 so I can have a custom URL for this channel. For everyone who came back, so great to have you here again. If you're new, it's your first time, so glad to have you here for the first time. And I gotta go eat dinner, I guess, and I will see you next week. Bye.